For a team determined to become world champions, England are where they need to be. They've passed the physical test of the Samoans.
Our execution at times in that game wasn't where it could have been, but we were lucky that we had a lot of chances to still convert some of those. It was a very good starting point for us, I think a good kind of building block.
Their skills put the Spaniards to the sword.
Spain gave us a harder challenge. They really came out firing, and they massively did after half-time as well, which we really felt.
And against Canada, their nerve held up, just.
Maybe we just tried to force things too much, tried to play too much rugby, trying really hard to get that victory when we just needed to relax a little bit and just play in the right areas, play the phases and build momentum, build territory, build the scoreboard, which we didn't ultimately do at times.
But now there are no second chances. The knockouts are here and England are ready. Welcome to O2 Inside Line. First up, it's Player Cam.
Right, so this is short presentation for our first game against Samoa, and kicking off right now by Fisher behind me, of course. So ready, ladies. Thank you, Katy Mclean.
Here's England's ultimate player.
Obviously, you have to say me.
Yeah, Tam, obviously.
Can I do this one?
She bosses the line out, so she knows what's about to be called, so she can give you a little wink of what you're doing before you're even meant to be doing it.
My ultimate player, it would be Joe McGilchrist.
I would say my ultimate player in the lineup would be Toya. Great experience, great height, and really calm and composed under pressure.
My ultimate player would have the creative vision of Rachel Burford. She seems to have so much time on the ball.
Katy Mclean probably has to be our 10, doesn't it?
My ultimate player would have vision like Emily Scarrett. Big beady eyes that kind of come out to play on the pitch. We'll kind of pick fantastic lines, we'll always talk and see things that others don't see.
Makes you do things that you haven't seen yourself, so yeah, definitely very helpful.
Can I put on par with, I have to say, Emily Scarrett. She has amazing vision. At fullback, she gets the ball and for some reason always finds a way of getting through gaps in a defence, so I think has a very good vision as well, so equal par.
Now it's time for Team Behind the Team.
Hi, I'm Rick Porter. I'm the lead physio for the England women's rugby team.
And I'm Stuart Pickering, strength and conditioning coach for the England women's rugby team.
Talk us through what your role is in a training week.
The first thing we'll start with is physical prep or prehab. And then going into a session, we'll do our normal routine of strapping.
Day to day, we're lifting once a day at the moment. There's one conditioning or speed-based session, and then the rest of my role really is around recovery and tying up my nutrition.
How many hours are spent hands-on with the players?
When they're training, we're providing pitch-side cover, so like your first aid or your trauma, depending on how serious the session is. And then the admin paperwork just depends. It depends how much is happening away from the pitch. And the really exciting stuff like the medical notes that have to be done from a legal point of view takes as long as they take.
How much of an influence do you have with someone like Gary as to what he's allowed to do with the players?
There is a structure to the week, and we're always balancing risk versus reward. One of the real challenges with the World Cup is we're dealing with 4 or 5 day turnarounds. We're trying to get them in the best possible condition to be fatigued and increase that rate of recovery.
How does the women's attitude compare, contrast to the men?
Being a professional isn't about being paid for what you do, it's a behaviour, and these girls are testament to that. Some of them are mothers, they're working full time. We're asking the same really in terms of output relative to them.
How do you think you will be on the touchline of a World Cup semi-final if England make it? Are you a good spectator?
Pitch side, I have a job to do, so I have to watch the game differently. I can't watch the ball, I've got to watch the breakdown. I mean, I'm excited to be involved already.
Let's return to Player Cam.
Welcome to episode 1 of Room Raiders.
First up.
Hey, welcome to Room Raiders! Very nice, Rocky, like what you've done with the area. Kiz, what's going on?
That's definitely not me, I'm you.
Steve's home. Hey!
Hey! Do you know how to get it on?
So whose room's this?
Take a look around, take a look at the mess, take a look at the lack of space.
Let's just hide the chocolates.
See what's going on behind this door. Oh, not much partying going on in here. Have a look. Oh, wow. Oh, things have really changed. Now to get the ideal room. Our room. Everything neatly placed where we need it, beds beautifully made, and Santa doing report stuff for the game tomorrow.
Finally, it's Captain's Corner.
Would I have liked to play New Zealand in a World Cup? Definitely, and I think that's the only disappointing point, that we would have liked to have another go at them, but we've got Ireland on Wednesday and that's going to be our massive focus now. Yeah, they played phenomenally well against New Zealand and completely deserved that win. I think for us it's going to be about a good start. I think you look at the Canada game and we started well, but we weren't clinical enough, and that's going to be crucial against this Ireland side. We've got to make sure that we get our basics right, that we step up, that we front up, and that we turn up from minute one. That's ultimately our aim, but I think, you know, New Zealand aren't in a semi, so I'd be stupid to stand here and go, yes, we're going to be there. We've got to make sure that, like I say, we turn up, and first job's first, and our first job now is real big focus for Ireland on Wednesday.
So 4 years on from English heartbreak in the last final, and the World Cup remains just out of reach for now. England are set for an Ireland side who have stunned the tournament by knocking out defending champions New Zealand. Those in white will lay it all on the line in the hunt for glory. This is England's challenge. Is this to be England's time?